Hey guys, so you ready for today's February 19, 2019, 2:02 a.m. Central Time. I'm doing this in the public because I want people, if they're not already doing it, to use their brains. Okay, that's something that's rarely used these days in the public. Step back away from all the media, all the social media, every media, period, and just kind of take in everything you've heard and seen for the last, I'd say 3 years, because it went back prior to him taking office, Trump, and just think about it. Just ponder, okay? Because this bureaucratic coup against Trump is what it's being reported as, okay? McCabe went on 60 Minutes and said some ridiculous shit, totally rolled on fucking Rod Rosenstein, shoved him under the bus, talking about how he was dead serious about using the 25th Amendment and recording the president, and did all kinds of stuff, you know, and basically accused him 100% of attempting to do this. And now Rod Rosenstein, of course, is leaving the Department of Justice as of last night. He's going to be leaving mid-March, in my opinion. Personally, I think he's probably going to leave within the next 24 to 48 hours, but his position at the DOJ will not actually be terminated until mid-March or whenever Barr actually literally brings in his assistant attorney general. If it's prior to that, he'll take off. So Rod Rosenstein is dead in the water. So I think he's going to probably come out and try and shove all these people under the bus as well as much as possible, because that's what everybody's trying to do right now. Everybody that got fired or is, you know, we're very suspicious of them doing shit. Comey, McCabe, Brennan, Clapper. I mean, the only person I haven't heard from that I'm actually kind of interested in, that I haven't heard from in a very long time, is Lynch. And now Obama's going over to fucking Africa to create an NBA basketball league or some shit. So those two people are taking off. But it's like everybody's just trying to put everybody else out there saying it's their fault, okay? That this, quote, coup was attempting to happen. Fine, whatever. But this is what McCabe said in the interview. Quote, he said, he and others were, quote, concerned about a national security threat, end quote. So just take that statement. They were concerned about Trump being a national security threat, okay? So they are painting themselves to be patriots, patriotic, constitutionalists, people that are for the law, for the United States, for the American people. That is what that statement is trying to indicate, and it is far from the truth. Quote, and the idea is, if the president committed obstruction of justice, fired the director of FBI to negatively impact or to shut down our investigation of Russia's malign activity and possibly in support of his campaign, as a counterintelligence investigator, you have to ask yourself, why would a president of the United States do that? So, all those same sorts of facts cause us to wonder, is there an inappropriate relationship, a connection between this president and our most fearsome enemy, the government of Russia? Question mark, end quote. First of all, I have to disagree with McCabe that Russia's our most fearsome enemy on the planet, but that's beside the point. Before Trump got into office, you know, they had this dossier. We all know all this trash. I mean, if you're a fucking conservative Republican for Trump, in the middle, whatever, and you're not a fucking crazy ass left liberal nut job socialist, okay, you know everything that I'm not about to gonna go into with the dossier, who created it, who funded it, blah 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 blah, blah, that it's not verified, the FBI got a hold of it, they got a FISA warrant to go spy on, blah, all this shit, okay? So we knew a lot of this shit started happening prior to Trump getting into office, okay? But prior to all that happening, the Obama administration started unmasking people prior to that dossier existing. So there's a lot to think about. You need to step back from all media sources, social or mainstream. Shut your tablets off, your computers, your phones, and go, holy fuck. There are people in the FBI that are still sitting there because there's no way these top officials are the only people involved in this, first of all. Okay? Something's going on behind the scenes. Period. They did not want Trump in office. Period. They didn't want a Republican in office. Period. It didn't even matter if it was Trump. Okay? Trump just happened to be the person who got the nomination. They wanted Clinton in. Why did Clinton want to get in? Because she was part of the Obama administration. She knows exactly what's been going on under the Obama administration. The Obama administration was a sketchy motherfucking administration. I can tell you from being someone on the inside and from being an outsider watching in, okay? Obama, who knows what they were up to, what they are hiding, okay? They are hiding something behind this Russia narrative, okay? There's no way these asswipes were patriotic patriots that were attempting to, protect the American people from one person, okay, Trump, who would be a puppet, as a lot of people like to say, of Russia. And he had even if you look at Trump's cabinet members originally, and even now, none of it connects and makes sense as to, well, if Trump's compromised by Russia, he sure as hell has got a lot of fucking people in that fucking administration that would not fall into alignment with that theory. And would not be going along with some Russia narrative saying, oh, yes, we need to do this because of Russia. It doesn't make sense. He doesn't have people surrounding him that would indicate that to begin with. But there's something going on behind the scenes, period, in this government, period. I don't know what it is, and I don't even know where to begin to try and figure out what they're hiding behind this Russia narrative. Because they had to come up with something. And they found it. They found a tiny little piece of what they needed, which was the Trump Tower meeting and just stupid little connections, WikiLeaks, all this stuff, and it came from Russia, and Russia obviously influenced our election, meaning just bothered us. They didn't actually change votes. They perhaps maybe changed people's minds if they pissed them off enough, who knows. But they didn't actually physically do anything to negatively, in my opinion, impact our election, but they attempted to. Okay? But so did China. And so did Iran. And so did North Korea. Okay? And in my opinion, China probably did more damage and is our most fearsome enemy on this planet. Did more damage than Russia ever did. The only difference between China and Russia is its leadership. And Russia, Putin, is very vocal. Okay? He's very Trump-like in a sense that he is enthusiastic about his country, and he just wants the best for his country and wants them to thrive. And if that means to hate the United States, then that's what it is, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we could go into a whole conversation about Russia, but that's what I'm saying. Okay. Russia, Putin in particular, is very vocal. Okay. They have RT. I mean, there's just a lot of connections that would be easily to obtain to create a Russia narrative, is all I'm trying to say. But behind the scenes, why did they create the Russia narrative? That's the question. Why did they create the Russia narrative? What is the FBI hiding? What did the Obama administration start? Maybe it started beforehand, but I'll say start under the Obama administration. What started under the Obama administration that they had to keep Clinton in the circle, okay, to try and get her elected? They burned Bernie Sanders at the DNC to get Clinton to have be the nominee. So, I mean, this goes deep. This goes real deep. So this Russian narrative is cute, okay? It's been cute since day one. But they had to come up with something to conceal something else to get Clinton in. None of it worked, so they tried to do this once he was in. That's cute too, right? What is it that they are trying to fucking hide? That's what I want you to think about. That's what I want you to try and read between the lines of maybe what some of these people are writing in their books. If you're willing to read them, I'm not. McCabe came out with a book. It came out this week or something. Actually, the name of the book, How the FBI Protects America in the Age of Terror and Trump. Cute. Anyway, this is Are You Ready For It? Take care, guys. Have a great day.